Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
Hi, everybody. Hi, I am spiritual medium Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything for April 14th, 2022. How's everybody doing? Did you have a better week? Did you have a worse week? Last week was kind of rough. This week started off pretty awful. And then I think today I feel better. How about everybody? How is everybody doing? Hi, Sharon. Hi, Cheryl. I just love to say the name Cheryl because that's my other dearest friend, Shirley and Pellizzari, who I just love so much. Hey, Charlene. Hey, Stacy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Kathleen M. Wet, rainy Maine. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've actually been to Maine. I always think I wanted to go there, though. Hello. LA says, what time zone am I in? I am in Central time zone. Somehow there's got to be a joke to that. Hi, Rita. Hi, Sue. Oh, it says 8 p.m. start time. Yes, that would be Los Angeles time, Pacific time. Hi, Marge. Hi, Steve. Hi, Clara. Oh, from Canada, Clara. That's great. Hi, Elizabeth. I know, Elizabeth, you and I are from the same time zone here. Hi, everybody. And Dee from Chicago. Hi, Marge. I could just keep going, saying hi to everybody. Well, let's talk about this full moon that we have coming up. First of all, we have Passover is coming up. Tomorrow is the first night, the era of the night before Passover. And then we have Easter on Sunday. So it's a really special weekend. Don asked me, he said, what are we doing this weekend? And I'm like, I think I'm writing. But it's a very special time. So this is a really good time for you to kind of go inward and really take stock of yourself and see how you're doing, because this spring, Easter at this time, Passover, it really brings renewal. So think of it like that. You're going to renew your soul this period of time that we go into. It's a great way to view life right now, because on Saturday we have a full moon in Libra. And this full moon, it's a big full moon. It's a big full moon, like full moons are. But this one squares Pluto. So the full moon is in Libra, and Libra is the sign of others and companionship, relationships. And it's squaring Pluto in Capricorn. So this full moon is going to be pretty intense. It's pretty intense. It's an intense one. All full moons tend to be a little emotional. This one deals with emotions in relationships, because the sun right now is in Aries, and the sun and Aries is about self. And it opposes, that's what a full moon is, opposes the moon. And the full moon is in Libra, which is about others. And then you add this Pluto aspect that's squaring it, makes things kind of intense. So watch relationships, really be mindful of relationships. And you might want to look at it like this too, because there's a manipulative aspect to it. So are you being manipulated? Do you feel controlled? Those are the kind of things that you would want to look at for this full moon. It just brings up a lot of things for people. It's a kind of an intense few days here with this moon on Saturday, because then on Monday we have something else that happens. On Monday, which is April 18th, we have the sun squaring Pluto, and that's also a very intense time. So the next few days will probably be a little more intense. And I think the best thing we can all do when things get this way is just adopt a real attitude of gratitude, go out in nature. Those are the kind of things that you can do when it gets a little intense, because this month is still intense. And we have an eclipse coming at the end of the month. So I think it's going to be pretty, I'll talk more about it on Monday, but this weekend could trigger some people. I remember last weekend I got triggered. But this weekend, I'm not going anywhere, so I will not get triggered. You see, I've learned a lot along the way here. probably it's better for me not to go out. But I shouldn't say that. Anyway, and I had some great questions that I want to get to, and I'm going to do a lot of readings tonight. But one thing I do want to talk about that I'm really excited about. Hi, Darlene from Fort Worth. Oh my gosh. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, crazy weather right now. Hi there. Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori. Hi, everybody. So I want to talk about this this very great event that I have coming up. So I'm going to be doing it's a 3-part series, and it's Lemuria and Atlantis, and it's about the lost continents. And if you ever had any idea, thought about it, or any kind of curiosity, like, did you have a lifetime there? If you're even having that thought, you did. And so many of us did, because they really speak to intergalactic beings that really came from that area, and then came and were in Lemuria, and then often would have lifetimes in Atlantis. So I'm going to be talking about Lemuria, and Prajna Avalon. If you don't know who Prajna is, she's a wonderful healer. And Prajna is going to be talking about Atlantis. And this is a 3-part series. And we're going to be talking about what happened during that period of time. What did we bring back from them? Because they were the people that were so psychic. Those souls were so psychic and intuitive and empaths. So if you are that, chances are that you've spent a lifetime, or several actually, probably in the lost continents. So we're going to be talking about, the first class is going to be on June 11th, and it's specific time, 10 a.m. And it's about a 4-hour class. And it's a 3-part series. And we're going to be talking, the first class is going to be about our gifts, the gifts that we got from Lemuria and Atlantis, the gifts that we had, which, are many gifts here. A lot of empathy, crystals were huge then, and I have such a love for crystals. And Prajna and I have been talking about doing these classes for so long, probably the last 2 years. And we're just really thrilled to be able to say that we're doing this now. And the second class will be July 23rd. And that's going to be talking about embodying your gifts. And the third class will be on September 10th. And that's going to be bringing your gifts to the world. So if psychic, healer, whatever happens to be the gifts that you come back with, we're going to be doing meditations, guided meditations. We're going to be doing exercises about this. We're also going to be doing a lot of Q&A and a lot of sharing and a lot of exploring of the gifts that come from there. So if you are interested, Renee is going to put this in the comments, or you can see it right here. And please sign up. It's going to be really fun. And if you can't attend, or if you can only attend one, it's going to be recorded. So we will send that to you. Okay. So anyway, I think it's going to be a lot of fun there. So please join us if you are able to. So everybody, I had some questions, right? I have a lot of questions here. So let me get to some of these questions. So the first one I'm going to answer this one is from Julie West. Hi, Julie. She says, hello, Kellee. I was wondering that when you pass over, do you find out about your past lives, or even if you had any at all, and also the one that you're living now? Yes, you do. So what happens is, when we incarnate, when we come here, it's like we wipe out that memory so we can be here present in the moment. So we can be present here, learning and growing and making decisions and choices, that if we had too much knowledge of this, it would get confusing and block us, and it just wouldn't be good. So when we're back on the other side, absolutely, we'll know so much about who we have been in previous lives, and of course this life. Okay, so I just wanted you to know that, Julie. It's a great question, and you never have to worry about that. And you were born on July 4th, and July 4th is a Jack of Diamonds. Lots of energy, lots of choices to make. Jack of Diamonds can go this way or this way. They love freedom. So I know that freedom would be very important to you in this lifetime. So Sarah Bailey asked another question. She says, Kellee, can I please, with the Destiny card. So I use the Destiny card system. And if you didn't join us, James and I did a show on the Destiny card system I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. Just time is just jamming and I can't remember exactly. But if you didn't catch the show, catch it because it was really good. I give a lot of information about destiny cards. And yes, somebody asked if we would do another show of that, and certainly we will. But the question is, when I use the destiny card system, they have so if you in astrology we have you do a yearly review of your chart, and the same thing with the destiny cards. I do the same thing. So she says at some point with the destiny cards, if can you change the outcome of what you might see? Of course. Same with astrology. Of course. This is just like a roadmap. Like in September or October, this is a health aspect. So you want to watch your health, those kind of things. So if you already know in advance certain things, absolutely, then you could certainly work on it. I think that's like the greatest thing of all about it. So yes. So Suzanne Hughes, she said, this is a great question, Suzanne. I really appreciate this. She said, what are some suggestions for everyone to ward off depression when the world is being rather rough or trying right now and in this year coming? Well, this is a challenging year, no doubt, extremely challenging. And it's a great question. So one of the things for depression is this, and just in life in general, what is your attitude? You really want to look at your attitude. Now, sometimes depression is situational, which is something happened and you're situationally depressed and or anxious for a reason. There's a reason behind it. So we call it situational. And sometimes you're just even more depressed just because life has been so either traumatic or difficult, or you're sad or something like that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go back and you want to look at your life, like name it, like what is it that you are depressed about, and get really specific, very specific about that. I used to have a therapist that used to say to me, specificity is the essence of reality. And try saying that 3 times. I can't even believe I just pulled that one up. But he was very important in my life. And but it was true. He would make me get very specific about things. And so that would be like the first thing to ward off depression. You get really specific. And yet it's all about adjusting the attitude of everything. And you have to go back to, why are we here at this time? And we're here at this time because we want to plant the seeds, if you will, for healing on this planet. And it's going to take millions of us to change our consciousness to affect the change in this planet. And that's why we are here. So you always want to get with the idea that you are making a difference in the world, even if you just are kind to one another and have compassion for somebody else. That makes a difference in somebody's life. Just be nice, really. Just be nice. Another thing that you can do for depression, or to ward off depression, is what I find is really important is to be out in light, or have a lot of light, literally light. I love the outdoor light, like a lot of bright light. In fact, I'm constantly with the lights, flipping them on. I have to have a lot of either natural light, oh, I love natural light, or light. And that makes me feel better. That makes me feel better always. So that's something. Another thing you can do to ward off depression is movement. Like yoga is really good because it actually moves the blood and it starts to move things around. I did this program recently called, I don't know if anybody's heard of this, but it's pretty amazing. Viome, V like Victor, IOME, Viome. And Viome is this thing where you take your samples of your body and you mail it in, and then they give you these different vitamins per your own system. I have to say, I didn't want to do it, but I did it. I'm still trying to talk James into doing it. I mean, he has the kid, he just hasn't done it yet. But I have to say, these vitamins make me feel really good. I'm not kidding you. So vitamins are the way to go too. You also have to have this idea of you can't fix everything. Some things, just let it go. And again, and nurturing yourself. Always nurture yourself. Like I always reward myself something, even if it's a cup of hot tea at the end of the day. I prefer a martini, but since I can't do that during the week, I know a nice cup of tea. So anyway, nurturing yourself, finding things that really make you good, have comfort, because this year is a challenging year. I think the next couple, 2, 3 years, challenge. But we wanted to be here for this time because we are so excited to be here, because we're going to see a lot of things. And when we get back to the other side, we're going to say, wow, I was there. I saw it. Oh my God, I witnessed it. Okay, Discamp's Dawn. Hi. Walking barefoot on the earth is so grounding, and the sunlight helps me when I'm feeling down. That is one of my favorite things to do. I'm so glad you said that. And that's something that my old dearest friend Charlene, who I know you're watching now, used to tell me, take off your shoes and walk on the grass or walk in the sand. Oh my God. I love that. It's a great idea. Thanks, honey, for saying that, because I think that's really important stuff. Hi, Patty Weeks from Big Bear. Oh my gosh, I love that area. So, okay, so good question. So here's another question. This is from Dana Sparkles. Hi, Kellee. I absolutely love you and James, your show, and I look forward to watching it from the UK. Yay. I'm messaging, she said, because I've been very stuck in life lately. And now, no matter how much I'm trying to move forwards, it hasn't worked out so far, and it's been frustrating. I understand that. We've all been there. A dream job that I've been chasing a few times opened up, and I applied, and then I received a sign of 333. So 333, when you see that number, it means the ascended masters are out there. They're helping you. I know you said it's from a departed relative. Could be. I always think it's from an ascended master. So I think that, and you are December 13th. So December 13th is a 5 of clubs, which they love their freedom. And you're here to have lots of experiences. Anytime you ever hear me say 5 of anything, you know you're going to have experiences. I think it's going to be just fine, Dana. And I really believe that before we incarnate, we choose so many things, and the door will open up for you. Don't worry. Don't worry. It will change. Okay, so Donna Shalito, she said, hi, I watched you and James on the subject of mental health and spirituality the other day. So that was last Monday. We did that a few days ago, Monday. She said, and this is a great question. I really appreciate this, Donna. She said, my question is, how do you know if a person is communing with spirit or if they need psychiatric help? I'll tell you, that's such a good question. And James and I were really trying to get to that the other day. And we did talk a lot about that. You really, from my perspective, you want to see how grounded they are. If they're like jibber jabber, they're not in their body, and they're saying crazy ass things, run. Okay. That person would probably need some mental, you need therapist quickly. So you want to look at the affect. How are they talking? So when I had, as I've mentioned many times, I had a traumatic brain injury, and it looked like when I started having all of this Kundalini energy was just coming out of my body, literally. And I was seeing things and talking to people. But the weirdest thing is, now, thank God my mother was a psychologist. I mean, really, we had planned very well on the other side before we incarnated with this, for me to be able to have this experience so I could help others with it. When that happened, I actually said to my mother, am I schizophrenic? Like, what's happening to me? And she said to me, oh no, you're too grounded. You're too grounded, Kellee. I mean, everything I was saying made sense. And so you want to look at it that way. Is the person making sense? Is it nonsense? Is it whatever? Sometimes they are true spiritual awakenings, and sometimes they need some help, like medication or something. And if we all could live on an Indian reservation for a long period of time, and if there was a mental health problem, and time and nature, and there was time and nature and healing, that we really probably wouldn't need anything but that. Time, nature, healing, love, that all comes to heal for all of us. So I hope that answered the question for you. You have to really look and check, okay? So it's a really good question. And your birthday is November 12th. And let me just answer this for you. November 12th is an 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs is always really psychic. They're always psychic. They're really good at therapists. They're good listeners. They're good They're highly intelligent. I mean, intelligence is really why they come. They come to learn. They come to learn here. So Cheryl Acock, she says, do I see any more shifts happening this year? Yes, Cheryl, I do. I see a lot. I think the beginning of August is intense. I think September's intense. October's intense. November's intense. Yeah, towards that part. And also, we're not out of April yet. So, yeah, this is an intense year. I'm sorry. So, you want to have gratitude that you're here. You get to experience some of the things that are going on there in the planet at such an important time in the world. So important, this period of time that we're in. So you want to be, grateful that you made the choice to come here during this period of time. There you go. So Marge, I want to answer this question. Oh, thanks, Kim Ann. Great color on you, Kelly. Thanks. I've been in this pink mood for I don't know how long. Okay. Hi, Kate from North Southwest Australia. Wow, I love Australia. I just love Australia. One of my favorite places. Oh my gosh, Vanessa McCormick. Hi, Kelly. Happy Easter from Medicine Hat, AB. Wow. I'm not sure where that is, but that's amazing. And Louise AB from Australia. Wow, another Australia. I love this. Thanks, everybody. So, okay, so Kim Ann, good question. She says, is this full moon that we should put our crystals out in? Probably not. And I'll tell you why, Kim Ann, because of that Pluto square. Probably not. But no, I don't think I would. I no. There'll be better times to do it, but probably not right this now. Oh, Rita says it's Ramadan too. Okay, thank you, Rita. I wasn't sure. Thank you so much. Heather in North Carolina. Hi, Kelly. This week sucked. I know. Last week was really rough. Cooper didn't make it to the 11th. We had to let him go Friday. I'm sorry, honey. Let's get you a card. I'm sorry about that, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Isn't it hard when we lose loved ones around us? Here's get a card from heaven, okay? These are James Van Prague's cards, Talking to Heaven. They're some of my favorite cards ever. And we're just going to get a little card for your loved one, okay? For Cooper. I am with the rest of the family. So if Cooper has a lot of loved ones over there, apparently, okay? So don't worry, Heather. Don't worry about him, okay? Oh, thanks, Robin. Robin Bayer. She says, what an absolutely gorgeous necklace. Thank you. I know it does mean something. So I will tell you. So my very dear friend, Walter, my friends, Walter and Marcy, wanted to get me something special. And they gave me this beautiful, this turquoise is from a special place. And I think it's in Arizona. And anyway, on the other side of this is a wolf. I don't know if you could see it, but there's a wolf. Isn't that neat? I just think that's so neat. I just thought that was so great. So thank you. Thank you. He'll be so happy that you noticed that. So Renee, if your moon is in Libra, you might cry a lot this way. It's a great weekend for release. It's a great weekend for that. Your husband's birthday is Saturday, Amy? Well, honey, let's get him a card, okay? Let's see. Let's get a message from the guides from him. His birthday is Saturday. Well, just everybody needs to behave. No quadruple Wiscontinis, I think they called them. Okay, let's see. Here we go. This card seems to be sticking out. Be of service. You can read that any which way you want. It's your husband. There you go. Okay. So, hi from Independence, Iowa. Wow, Sandra. That's Maria says intense can't. Oh, I know. I hear you. Hi, Karina from Perth. Wow. Okay, so here's some other. These are great questions. Marge Webb says she's a Queen of Clubs. So Queen of Clubs wants to know about everything, and they're always going to be right. By the way, I'm curious about astral travel. Does the astral travel is, she says, the question is, does this occur when you're awake or during your sleep? Really, when you're asleep. Astral travel is, you ever go to sleep and then just know that you wake up the next morning, you're like, what happened? I don't know. I was really far away. astral travel is where we go to be with our loved ones. We go learn in other galaxies. We literally leave. I mean, we're always attached to the body, but we actually leave. And Don knows never to wake me up when I'm asleep. It's the truth. First of all, he can't. I am the best sleeper that has ever slept before. Because you know why? I'm gone. It's the truth. One day I'm not kidding you. When I've been such a good sleeper. When I was like 10, we had this major fire right over my room. Still asleep. They were screaming, trying to get me out of this room. I was asleep. So I know I astral travel, but astral travel is a really good thing. It's just where we go and we learn. Sometimes, do you ever have this situation? So let's say you have a problem, and whatever the problem would be, go to sleep, you wake up, you know the answer. You know exactly what you're going to do. Dawn does this all the time. You know how to fix something, or you know what you're going to say, or something. To me, that means you've been astral traveling somewhere and you've got the information that you needed. Okay. So I think that's a really good thing. Okay. So this is from Carol Ailes. This is a great question, Carol. She says, indigo children, your thoughts. Okay. Here's my thoughts. Indigo children, you may have heard me talk about the indigos. Indigos actually started coming in, and very few people are going to talk about this, but really in the 1920s, a few of them came, and they were called jazz musicians from another planet. So indigos are from another planet. They're from another galaxy. And they're very sensitive. They tend to be artists. They tend to be compassionate, empaths, psychics. They have all kinds of gifts. I am an indigo. And indigos, and I was born in the 50s, late 50s. And now there's a lot more of them, of indigos. A lot of them were born in the 80s, 90s. And so what I call indigo is this. So, you know, when you've been labeled, if anybody has been labeled ADD, attention deficit disorder, or ADHD, hyperactivity disorder, those kids, I actually call them right-brained people and right-brained souls. And then right-brained souls follow this trajectory, are indigos. And indigos are actually intergalactic beings that come here. It's a long way around the barn, but so I think they're very special. I'm not just saying that because I'm that, but they have a way about them. They're here to help the universe. They're here to help this dimension. Okay, so thanks for asking, and you can read all about indigo children if you think you are one. I tell you, the first time I heard about it, I felt validated. Actually, it's like, oh my God, that's what it is. Didn't know what it was, but that's what it is. And Cheryl Allen Magana says, the children born now, do they have a classification? Yes, I've been calling them comet children. I don't know why, but I just have been. The babies that are born now are these highly advanced, highly skilled beings that come in for love, compassion, understanding. I had another question here with autism, and I'm going to lump it all together with this because autistic children, autism in general, they're highly advanced beings, highly advanced. Some of them have never been here before, and so therefore they're not comfortable with the body, but they're highly advanced beings. Okay, and they're here to move mountains, to make change, big change in the world. I mean, look at Elon Musk. He's so not from here, right? I mean, on the spectrum, seriously, got to be. But very, very bright. I mean, they're brilliant. Often they're brilliant. They're not from here. They think differently. And I think they are some of the biggest gifts on the planet, frankly. I do. Not easy, but gifts nonetheless. Okay. Oh, I wanted to read this. Carol Hampstead Sloot. She said, hi, Kellee. I had a very near miss this morning, and I know that divine intervention was involved. So her birthday is August 30th. So yeah, let me just say, if it's not your time, there's divine intervention will happen. If it's your time, then that won't be the case. So it clearly was not your time. And it sounds like the angels just did their job. They saw it coming and they did their job. So, and you are 830, and 830 is a 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts comes in with a lot of emotions. This lifetime is about learning about emotions and completions in relationships. A lot about relationships. A lot. They can be stubborn. Got to watch that. But overall, they come to have this lifetime about emotions and learning about them and finishing things up. So I'm not sure. Susan B says, even relationships of countries, Kellee. I'm not sure what that means. I'm so sorry. I must have missed that one. I'm so sorry. So let's see. Okay. Paul Katz. Paul, this is a really good question. He says, okay, here's something that's been on my mind, Kellee. Curious as to your take. I understand free will. So free will is this planet is free will. I can go left, I can go right, I can do whatever I want. It's free will here, okay? But sometimes free will get a little fuzzy when you factor in the idea that we choose our path and what lessons we want to learn before we get here. That's right. This implies some form of fate or destiny. Yes, 100%. Yep. Right? So he says, are there percentages involved? That's really funny. In other words, a certain percentage of what we do is free will, and another percentage is predestiny. If things are fated or predestined before we arrive here, I wonder why a soul would sign up for a life where starting wars and killing people is part of their learning curve. Is it that they had a nicer destiny, but their humanness mucked it up by going in the wrong direction at the fork in the road? Or was this always part of the plan before they got here? If the latter, what is their lesson? So before we come in, we meet with a team. We meet with our soul group. We meet with the ascended masters. We meet with our particular family of origin. We put it all together with our spirit guides. What do we want to learn here? So we want to learn kindness, compassion. We want to learn how to get along with others. We want to learn what a real love relationship is. We want to learn boundaries. We want to learn self-worth. Those are actually big ticket things that we come in to learn. And here's what happens. We put together this amazing plan on the other side. Amazing. You're going to come in my life and you're going to break my heart and this is what's going to happen and blah, 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 those kind of things. And then right before we get here, we drink a giant martini. Got that on my mind. We drink something that kind of just like, they call it the drink of forgetfulness or the sea of forgetfulness. And the reason is you can't have that information to be here. Now is where free will steps in. You have this free will. This person comes into your life. You have the opportunity to make a free will choice. Now, the whole thing about life is that you want to make good choices. You will get tested. Everything here is a test to make you grow up, really, grow the soul up. That's what this is. It's one big place to really explore emotions, explore fear, explore love, explore hate, explore anything that you want to explore here. But under the context that there will be a consequence for some of your choices. So you want to make really good choices going forward. And that's why I always want everybody to make a list of what did they learn in this lifetime. So far, what have you learned? And then don't forget it. And so the next time an opportunity is put in front of you to make a free will choice, make a damn good choice. Really make good choices. And that's how we grow and expand. And some things, Paul, are destined. And some things don't have to happen. But there is a certain percentage of things that are destined per individual, what every individual needs or their soul is supposed to learn. Okay, we really are that individualistic here about learning and growing. So I hope that answers that question. Renee Hounsel. Hi, Renee. She says, hiya, Kellee. There's been an extraordinary amount of premonition and new guides and lessons with this energy. I couldn't have said it better myself, Renee. That is the truth. I have seen more new guides enter. When I do a session with somebody, I see the guides. Most people, everybody has one. And I always repeat this, but it's worth repeating. Nobody's here alone. It's not possible. Everybody has a minimum of one guide, but most people I see have more than that too. But lately, it's been 3, 4 other guides coming in. And I think that we're on a fast track to grow and expand. And that's what I think is happening. It's like a fast track for people. Okay. Okay, so Jillian Riley Lepisto, she says, I have a question. My mother died of multiple sclerosis. I'm sorry, honey. She said, I know as souls, we choose handicapped bodies. Yes. Can you help me explain why my mom would choose such a suffering path? Oh, there's lots of reasons. Lots of reasons. It could be that her soul needed to have the experience of suffering. It could have been that in previous lives, she didn't either understand it, wasn't compassionate enough about it, and really wanted to explore it and see what her attitude would be if she had that. That's one possibility. Another possibility is that, did she teach you compassion? Did she teach you compassion? Are you a professor now of multiple sclerosis? I remember when my mother had breast cancer, I became like an expert of it. Head injury. I'm the gal. So it depends on something like that. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Okay. And let me get you a card for your mom in heaven. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, this will make sense to you. The earth is our school. Thanks to your mom for that one, because the earth is our school here. This is where we learn the most. Is it an easy place? No, it's just not an easy place. Cocktail Kellee is legendary. It's so true, Kim. Oh, Carissa Carrington. Hi, Carissa. Today is your birthday. Well, happy birthday to you. Let's get a card from your guides. How's that? No, you know what? Let's get a card from the angels. I have 3 decks right here. This is so much fun. Let's get a card for you. So today is April 14th, and today is a 7 of Diamonds day. If I have that right, which I should. 7 of Diamonds. 7 of Diamonds are spiritual. Diamonds are about value. So 7 of Diamonds always has to take the spiritual road of everything. You always have to watch negative thinking. That's the thing with all 7s. You have to watch a negative thought process. Let's get you a card. Okay, this is for your birthday. This is from Archangel Raphael, who's the healer. He says, breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old energy patterns. That's a great card for your birthday, because a birthday brings a whole new beginning, all new beginnings. Every birthday is important because it's another trip around the sun. And I think it's really important here. Oh, and again, please sign up if you're interested at all in Lemuria and Atlantis. It's going to be a really, really good, great three classes. It's a 3-part event. If you just take one, that's great, but they actually build on another. So please join us on the first one is June 11th. And you can go and check this out. Please check it out, because I think you guys are going to love it. It's something that we have been talking about doing for so long. And if you're drawn to that, if you're an empath, if you're a healer, if you're a psychic, a medium, a teacher, anything, you just want to take the class because you're fascinated, please do. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to read this. Mary Knight. So Mary, if you're listening, she said, hi, Kellee. My birthday is 8/21. She said, I'm 75 and I'm raising my 3 grandsons. Really? I have to say, Mary, just when I read that, I was like, it took my breath away. She said, I just want to know that I'm making the right decisions for them. So 8/21 is a 5 of clubs. And I just want to make sure, 8/21, yeah, 5 of clubs. And a 5 of clubs is here to speak their truth. They always make good choices. Okay, so I know that you would be really grounded with making these choices. But let's get you a card from the angels, okay? Because frankly, Mary, you're an angel here. And this is from Archangel Uriel. Brilliant idea. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition, which just says to me that you absolutely are making the right decisions, okay? You're making the right decisions here. Very good. Very good for you. Okay, so thanks for watching. I really appreciate that. Hi, Sherry Kraft from Oregon. How are you doing there, honey? Prajna, right, Tracy? You know Prajna. So Prajna's terrific. She's a great healer. She's energetic. She's, you guys are really this is gonna be great because it's really gonna bring up healing for everybody who takes this, healing from Lemuria and from Atlantis. This is gonna be so much fun. Hi, Kelly. This is Ann Rogers from Oneida Nation. Wow. And your birthday is 9/27. Okay, so 9/27. So 9/27 is, hold on a second, 10 of hearts. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. So 10 of hearts is here to help others and to learn about themselves through the expression of helping others. So let's get you a card from the angels, Anne. Okay? Oh, here, you'll love this. This is from Archangel Raziel, spiritual understanding, spiritual understanding. He says, I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. That's a really good one, Anne. Okay. So that is a very good one. Christina Ware McVeigh says, hi, Kelly. I am from Lemuria. Love this. Okay. Then you're going to love this class. You really are going to love it. We've done a lot of work on this and it's really exciting. Actually, it's very exciting. It's going to be so fun. And, you know, I was always drawn to the water, and as you've heard James and I talk about it, but we've spent a lot of time in Tahiti together, and I love Tahiti. And that is where they believe that Lemuria is, in that area, in that part of the world. So makes a lot of sense. Okay, Angela Sophia. Hi, Angela. She said she's going on a trip to South America and afraid to buy tickets due to COVID or something. I would say go buy the tickets and always get insurance. I think you're going to go on that trip. I do. Arlene, I'm sure you've been from Lemuria, so you might want to check that class out too, because I think you will love it. Okay, Maria Ron Goldberg, can I pull a card for you? Need direction. The moon is very intense. Let's get a card from your guides here. I have some cards here. Ah, interesting. They said do a journey within, Maria. So that means I would sit down and start really making an itemized journey of yourself, of where you are, where you might be stuck. Look at any fears that you have. This is a great time to overcome everything. See, Pluto brings up fears. It just does. But it's a great time to go, seriously, and then move forward. The whole key to life is to, if you can, to keep moving. Keep moving, okay? Oh, good, Amy. Oh, you'll love this. And you love crystals, you will love this class because we're going to be talking about crystals. And Suzanne, oh, I love this coat crochet or Croce. No, like Jim Croce. I love Jim Croce. Hi, Kelly. I've been drawn to Lemuria a lot this year, and I don't know why. Us too. Seriously. I'm very much an empath. We'll look into the class for sure. Guess I tuned in at the right time. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yes. It's the weirdest thing. I think the reason it's coming up now is because we're all feeling that time period. You know, that time period was kind of fascinating because there was a cataclysm at the end. That in Atlantis. And, you might be feeling like, what's happening here? Is this going to happen again? Might be feeling that. So let's see. Oh, Jennifer McCree Edwards. She said, I wanted to ask about my son, and his birthday is May 16th. Okay, so he's a 3 of diamonds, and he's 6. He's named after his great-grandpa, who he never met, but talks about him as if he knew him. I wonder if he remembers him from before he came here. Absolutely. Absolutely. They would have a huge connection. I did a reading today for somebody who was named, the son was named after the grandfather. And it was such a deep connection. They love it on the other side when they have a child that's named after them. Love, love, love it. Seriously, they take that such to the heart there. So, yes, I'm glad. Yes, he would definitely remember him. Definitely. These kids that are alive, these little ones, they're so psychic. It's unbelievable. So Amber Lily says, hi, Kellee from San Diego, sunny San Diego. Yay. What does it mean to be a jack of clubs? Okay, so you're a female, and I'm assuming you're asking about yourself. So jacks they can be pretty crafty. They can be very creative. They're very bright. Often they love their freedom, and the lifetime is, you can do a lot of things. I often find female jacks of clubs in the mental capacity, because it's a club mentally, but also I find them as healers, as great psychics. They make some amazing mediums. Lynn Probert is a jack of clubs. I tell you what, she's a fantastic medium. So that's jacks of clubs that can do a lot of things. Often, though, I would say they make great therapists, great doctors, great nurses, those kind of things as well, and really creative. I've seen some of the best artists that are jack of clubs too. So there. Oh, thanks, Nancy Powers. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad. Oh, good. Look forward to these classes. I think you guys are going to love this up. Robin Young Buyer, I just can't make this shit up. I am Lemurian. Wow. I can't make this shit up either. I don't know how it happens, but thanks, honey. I'm so glad you'll love it. Okay, Sharon Chamberlain, what do you see happening in Russia with Putin? I think that in a few months, something will happen to him. I do. I think that. I actually think that something will happen. I don't know how, what, but something happens here. This is just too, the planets are intense. And this is such a karmic showdown, if you will, with Putin and the world, isn't it? It's like, God, really? So something's going to happen. I think that something happens to him that takes him out. Okay, Melanie KR, I would love to explore this. I feel connected to crystals and water. Me too. Even though I'm an earth sign, me too. I was told that I was once a crystal healer in Atlantis. There you go. At the time, it seemed like something I would do. However, it seems so unrealistic. Maybe true. So we've had probably hundreds of lives, okay? And Atlantis and Lemuria were over 10,000 years ago. So our soul has the memory of it. Your mind may not remember it, but all of a sudden you might get all of a sudden something comes up, and you look at water, and something happens, and you're looking at this beautiful ocean, and you're thinking, you get some sort of, I don't know, memory of something opens up for you. But those were really important civilizations, and all of us that had lives during that time brought special gifts with us in this lifetime. Just remember that, okay? And if you're even thinking about it, that means you were there. Linda Miller, I just decided to change my traditional Easter dinner menu plans. Will it be successful? You betcha. Of course. Go rogue this year. Why not? Absolutely. Why not? So, hi, Tammy. And if you guys need to watch Tammy's show, it's Wednesdays. I think at Tammy at 11 now. Pacific time, 10 a.m. I think that's about right. So everybody should watch. She's a great, great animal intuitive. So who we have been suggests who we are in every moment of now. Absolutely. So who we've been in our past. Absolutely. That's why there's soul recognition. That's why when I met Tammy, I knew her. And we met at the beach in Cancun. We were in Cancun. That's right. That was a really good trip. Super trip. There's a lot of drama on that trip. I just remembered. I take that back. But we got to meet Tammy, so that was the best time. Okay. Oh, Julie, I am so glad. Julie Manchur, I am so glad you wrote this here for me. She says, hello from Arizona. Love your shows. Thanks, honey. And you are in August 5th, 8 of diamonds. She says, but what does that mean? Interesting. I'm a certified diamondologist. I love that. And I sold diamond engagement rings for a living. Oh my God, you said hello to me on your show last week and gave me an angel card, Archangel Shamuel. But I have a question. I've been thinking about moving back to Orange County. I know where Orange County is. And leaving him. But I have a 12-and-a-half-year-old husky, Savannah, and it breaks my heart to leave her. You said a few weeks. Yeah, don't do it yet. I'd say get real clear because you've got, you love your husky, right? I mean, and Eight of Diamonds always has to look at values. What do you value? And there'll be a time I would say to leave, but let's get you a card anyway from the angels here and see what they say. Peace. And this is from Archangel Shamuel again. Oh, how weird is that? Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Here you go. He's definitely your man. Okay. This angel is your guy. Definitely. What are the odds of that? Okay. Marcia. Hi, Marcia. She says, Kellee, I've been unsettled for a while now, resetting and need good housing in a very impacted market in Santa Cruz. I've met someone who would like to house share with me. Not sure if I should go with him to household or not. Any insight? So your birthday is June 10th. That's 7 of Diamonds. And 7 of Diamonds always have to pay real attention to the relationship. Are you wanting to do that for security reasons? And are there other reasons? Do you know what I mean? You have to really, really look at any fear that you have on that one. But let's see. Do you like the person? You have to really ask yourself if this, and take off any rose-colored glasses. Really, look at it. And let's get you a card here let's get the angel's card again. Here we go. Claircognizant. Your Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are your answered prayers. It's really a good one for you, actually. Really a good one. Pay attention to everything before you move in with somebody, okay? Okay, I think that's a really good idea. Okay. Suzanne Croce. Hi, Kellee. 1218, King of Hearts. That's right. And I did say that. And I said that you're a female with a man's brain. Yes, I didn't understand. I had told you that this year had been very hard. It's a female who thinks like a male. That's what it is. And I'm sure that this year's been a hard year, right? This last year and this year, well, frankly, the last few years. So it's always about the attitude too. You want to change the attitude, even in the most difficult of times. You want to get the best attitude here. And here's a card for you. This is from Archangel Michael, who is my favorite. You are safe, but I love Metatron too. You are safe. He says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. All right. There you go, honey. So I know it's been hard, but you are protected there. Okay. This was a good I wanted to ask this question too. Answer this from Lena Bean. She said, I'm a 9 of Diamonds. Someone I love very much is a Jack of Hearts. I want to know if we are good together. Yes. It's a good combination, and I'll tell you why. Jack of Hearts are always here to sacrifice something. They're always here to sacrifice. And that's a really good connection for a 9 of Diamonds, because the 9 of Diamonds is here to complete a lot of things. And you guys it would be an old soul connection, frankly. Okay. Amanda Stevenson, 11/6. So 11/6, November 6th is an Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds they can be the greatest of givers and the most ruthless. Depends on which side you are on that one. One of the two. Usually they are great in business. They're very discerning. They know what they want. And you're here to come to learn about yourself through experiences that you'll have for yourself. It's real interesting. They call it for love or money. Sometimes it's rare that I see an Ace of Diamonds get both love and money. Sometimes on occasion I do see it. I really do. But you have to really work at it. Okay, I hope that helps you. Okay, Joanne Barkley, what if you were just depressed and you don't know why? Well, you have to really be honest with yourself, Joanne. You have to look back. Are you not being creative enough? Because I know you are a very creative person. So are you depressed with your circumstances? You can always Be specific. As my old therapist said, specificity is the essence of reality. Can't believe I said that again. But it's true. If you can really go back and look at being very specific, why you would be down. Are you down because you've lost your parents? Are you down? Is it situational? Is it you're bored? Is it you don't know how to make the next move? Think like that and get really clear. And once you get really clear, then you can make some decisions about how you want to spend your life. Okay. This is from Christy Oucher. She says, my grandson and my daughter were so very close before she passed. Oh gosh. She loved him and spent so much time with him. He was only 4, but he still talks about her and brings her up. Do you think he sees her or talks to her? 100%. You think she's going to leave him? No. When a mother loses a child, I've seen this with fathers too. I've really seen this with mothers. When they lose a child young, when they die and the child is still alive, they are with that child. Unbelievable how they come through. They are constantly with that child. So yes, he would see her. He would talk to her. He will remember her forever. So, and always, talk about her, because I know that she loves that. And let's get a card. If I could find my Talking to Heaven cards. I have so many cards here. Again, I need a bigger desk, even though I just got one. Sound like a broken record, but here we go. This is from your daughter. We are together in our dreams. We've been together in dreams. So just know that she is there with him. Okay? Oh gosh, that's a big one, everybody. Okay, Renee, I'm going to get a card for you. I'm going to get a card from you, from Talking to Heaven. Let's get this one. You're going to like this, Renee. I wish I had told you more often of how much I love you. Now that ought to crack you open like a coconut, because this weekend is a big, powerful moon. So maybe just go inward and just know that you are loved, Renee, more than you could ever imagine. And everybody, James and I on Monday, we're doing a show on healing aspects. So we're going to talk about all different ways of healing and what's going on in the healing world and all different ideas of healing. I have a bunch of ideas and he's got a bunch of ideas. So Monday we'll be talking about healing and healing aspects. And if you get a chance, join us, Prajna, Avalon, and me. June 11th is the first class, and you don't have to take all 3. You can take one. It'd be great if you took all 3. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. And we're going to learn a lot. We're going to have a lot to discuss about Atlantis and Lemuria. And if you are drawn to that area, please register for the class. So take care, everybody. I'll see you next week, and I'll see you Monday. Take care.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.